makes Nintendo's hybrid console so special? I've played hundreds of Switch games for this channel, and these 10 stand above the rest as the cream of the crop. Let's jump right in. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury delivers two incredible Mario experiences in one package. The main game brings the Wii U classic to Switch with tight level design that perfectly balances accessibility and challenge, featuring power-ups like the fan-favorite cat suit that lets you climb walls and pounce on enemies. The multiplayer chaos with up to 4 players creates moments of both cooperation and hilarious competition. But what elevates this collection is the addition of Bowser's Fury, an entirely new open-world Mario adventure where you must collect cat shines to stop a kaiju-sized, fury-enraged Bowser who periodically emerges to wreak havoc across Lake Lapcat. This innovative blend of 3D Mario platforming with open-world exploration feels like a glimpse into the future of the franchise, making this package essential for any Switch owner. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 masterfully concludes Monolith Soft's epic JRPG trilogy with its most emotional and refined entry yet. Set in a world where 2 nations are locked in an eternal conflict, you control 6 characters from opposing sides who become fused together and discover the dark truth about their world. The real-time combat system reaches new heights with the class-switching mechanic and Ouroboros transformations that temporarily fuse 2 characters into powerful forms with devastating abilities. The expansive, breathtaking environments are filled with interesting side quests and meaningful character development, while the stellar voice acting brings the 100+ hour story to life, with its themes of life, death, and finding purpose amidst seemingly endless conflict.
Whoa, visitor!
I'll draw them.
Smooth as always, Noah. Butterfly waterfall! I'll keep the enemies on me. Sega! Look here! Hazy figure! Butterfly waterfall!
Pikmin 4 perfects Nintendo's unique strategy series with its most approachable and content-rich entry yet. You play as a space rescue team member searching for castaways on a strange planet, commanding armies of adorable plant-like Pikmin creatures with different abilities to overcome obstacles and defeat wildlife. The addition of your canine companion Ochi completely transforms the gameplay by allowing you to traverse water, carry heavy objects, and transport more Pikmin than ever before. This sequel strikes a perfect balance between the time management pressure of earlier games and more relaxed exploration, with night expeditions adding a thrilling horror light element as you navigate dark caves with limited Pikmin. Pokémon Legends. Arceus reinvented the 25-year-old franchise by taking players back to the ancient Hisui region, later known as Sinnoh, in a time when humans feared Pokémon and the concept of training them was revolutionary. What sets this game apart is its seamless open zone design, where wild Pokémon roam freely, allowing you to catch them without battle sequences by sneaking and throwing Pokeballs in real time, or engaging in revamped combat with a turn order system based on speed stats and move styles. The story explores the origins of Pokémon training while tasking you with creating the region's first Pokédex by observing Pokémon behaviors in their natural habitats. Splatoon 3 refines Nintendo's inventive shooter series to near perfection with its ink-based territorial combat that remains utterly unique in the genre. Set in the sun-scorched Splatlands and the new hub city of Splatsville, the game builds on its predecessors with enhanced movement options like the Squid Surge vertical burst and Squid Roll dodge. The weapon variety is the series' best, with new additions like the bow-like Tri-Stringer and the melee-focused Splatana alongside returning favorites, all complemented by special weapons that create strategic depth without ever feeling overwhelming. Celeste transcends its challenging platformer premise to deliver one of gaming's most poignant narratives about mental health and self-acceptance. You control Madeline, a young woman determined to climb Celeste Mountain despite battling anxiety and depression, represented by encounters with her manifestation of self-doubt. The pixel-perfect platforming mechanics are simple to understand but difficult to master. You can run, jump, climb walls for a limited time, and perform a mid-air dash once before touching the ground again. These basic moves combine to create increasingly complex challenges that require precision and creative thinking. What makes Celeste special is how the difficulty serves the narrative. Your struggles to overcome seemingly impossible obstacles mirror Madeline's internal journey. Luigi's Mansion 3 showcases Nintendo's unmatched charm and creativity as Mario's easily frightened brother must overcome his fears to rescue his friends from a haunted hotel. Each floor features a unique theme, from a medieval castle to a natural history museum and a disco dance hall, filled with ghosts to capture and environmental puzzles to solve. The game's standout innovation is Gooigi, Luigi's gooey doppelganger who can squeeze through bars and grates to access new areas, creating clever cooperative puzzles even in single player. The improved Poltergust G00 vacuum adds new moves like the slam attack and suction shot, making ghost battles more dynamic and satisfying than ever before. Super Mario Bros. Wonder reinvigorates 2D platforming with the most creative and surprising Mario game in decades. The adventure takes place in the Flower Kingdom, where the new Wonder effect transforms levels in completely unpredictable ways. Pipes might suddenly grow legs and walk away. Mario could transform into a Goomba or balloon. Gravity might reverse, or the entire art style could change mid-level. These Wonder moments create a sense of genuine surprise that will have you grinning from ear to ear. The new power-ups, including the elephant form that lets you smash blocks and spray water, complement returning abilities to create varied gameplay approaches. The badge system adds another layer of customization, allowing you to equip special abilities like wall jumping or starting levels with a power-up.
Tá perfeita pra uma soneca, né? Ah, não! Tá uma delícia!
Persona 5 Royal brings one of gaming's most stylish JRPGs to the Switch with all DLC included, losing none of its visual flair or compelling gameplay in the transition to Nintendo's hybrid console. You play as a high school student who, along with his friends, discovers the ability to enter the cognitive world of people's distorted desires, palaces, where they can steal the corrupted hearts of adults abusing their power. The game masterfully balances dungeon crawling with an immersive social simulation where everyday matters matters as you build relationships, improve your abilities, and manage your limited time. The turn-based combat system emphasizes exploiting enemy weaknesses to gain extra turns, creating a strategic flow that remains engaging throughout the 100+ hour adventure.
Sona, go down!
Astral Chain represents Platinum Games at their creative peak, delivering a wholly unique combat system where you simultaneously control your character and a tethered legion, a captured interdimensional creature bound to your service. Set in a cyberpunk future where humanity has retreated to a megacity called the Ark to escape interdimensional corruption, you play as a rookie officer in Neuron, a special police task force dealing with extra-dimensional threats. The dual character combat creates a mesmerizing dance as you position your legion to create combo opportunities, wrap the tether around enemies to bind them, or solve environmental puzzles. Between high-octane battles, you'll investigate crime scenes using special Legion abilities, piece together evidence, and question witnesses in surprisingly detailed detective segments. Dragon Quest XI S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. Dragon Quest XI-S brings Square Enix's beloved JRPG series to the Switch in its most complete form. You play as the Luminary, a chosen hero destined to save the world of Erdrea from a dark force. What makes this version special is the mountain of additional content, a fully orchestrated soundtrack option, a 16-bit mode that reimagines the entire game in classic style, additional character stories, and quality of life improvements that streamline the experience. The turn-based combat system is accessible yet deep, with satisfying skill trees for each character that let you customize their abilities. Akira Toriyama's iconic character designs bring the world to life, while the episodic structure of visiting various towns, each with their own problems to solve, creates a journey that feels like playing through a grand animated series.
Go on! You can do it! Get him! Fight and fight some more! Go on! Phew.
Monster Hunter Rise masterfully adapts Capcom's challenging action series for the Switch, while adding unprecedented mobility options that transform the hunting experience. Set in the ninja-inspired Kimura village, you defend against the Rampage, waves of frenzied monsters threatening to destroy your home. The game-changing addition of the Wirebug system lets you zip through environments, perform special attacks, and even temporarily ride monsters in spectacular fashion. All 14 weapon types return with new Silkbind abilities that add layers of strategy to combat, while the new Palamute canine companions provide both combat support and swift transportation across the beautifully designed maps. The Switch version runs impressively well in both docked and handheld modes, with minimal load times and stable performance even during the most chaotic hunts.
This is for my fellow hunters! Here it comes!
Bayonetta 3 pushes Platinum Games' stylish action series to new heights with some of the most spectacularly over-the-top combat sequences ever created. The Umbra Witch returns to battle homunculi, mysterious entities threatening the multiverse, with an expanded arsenal of moves and weapons. The game's standout innovation is the Demon Slave mechanic, allowing you to directly control massive demons in real time, rather than just summoning them for finishing moves. This creates thrilling gameplay moments where you balance controlling Bayonetta Bayonetta and her demonic allies simultaneously. The multiverse storyline provides an excuse to dramatically vary environments and challenges, including kaiju-style battles where building-sized monsters clash in city streets. Each chapter introduces new gameplay mechanics that keep the experience fresh, from stealth sections to rail-shooting segments and even a side-scrolling arcade homage. Super Mario Maker 2 transforms players from mere gamers into level designers with an intuitive creation system spanning 5 Mario game styles. The sequel expands dramatically on the original with the addition of slopes, clear conditions, on-off switches, and the entirely new Super Mario 3D World style with unique mechanics like the cat suit. The story mode provides over 100 Nintendo-designed levels that showcase creative possibilities while teaching design principles through play. What elevates Mario Maker beyond a mere level editor is the vibrant community constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. From musical automations to puzzle boxes, Kaizo challenges, and even levels that tell stories through environmental design. Kirby and the Forgotten Land successfully brings Nintendo's pink puffball into a fully 3D adventure that retains all the charm and accessibility the series is known for. Set in a mysterious post-apocalyptic world where the ruins of human civilization are being reclaimed by nature, Kirby must rescue kidnapped Waddle Dees while discovering what happened to this strange land. The new mouthful mode mechanic, where Kirby stretches his body around large objects like cars, staircases, and vending machines, creates novel gameplay scenarios and some of the series' most hilarious visual gags. The classic copy abilities return, but now feature upgrade paths with new moves and visual changes, adding a progression system that rewards exploration. Balatro proves that sometimes the simplest concepts become the most addictive games. This indie darling combines poker with roguelike elements to create something entirely new. You're not playing poker against opponents, but rather creating the best possible poker hands to defeat an abstract scoring system. The genius lies in the Joker cards, which modify the rules and scoring in increasingly wild ways, multiplying points for straight flushes, transforming certain cards, or creating entirely new hand types not found in traditional poker. Each run feels different as you build synergies between jokers, manage your limited discards, and make tough choices about which cards to keep for future rounds. The game's minimalist presentation with clean card designs and hypnotic background patterns keeps the focus on the gameplay while creating a distinct aesthetic. Metroid Prime Remastered brings one of gaming's greatest achievements to modern hardware with a visual overhaul so impressive it's hard to believe this was originally a GameCube title. You play as bounty hunter Samus Aran, investigating the planet Talon 4 after space pirates establish a base to conduct experiments with the mutagenic substance Phazon. What set Metroid Prime apart in 2002 and remains remarkable today is how it translated the series' exploration-focused gameplay into first person without losing Metroid's essence. The interconnected world reveals new paths as you acquire abilities like the Morph Ball, Grapple Beam, and various visors that reveal hidden elements.
Recording to logbook. Recording to logbook.
Paper Mario, The 1000-Year Door returns on Switch with a faithful remake that preserves everything that made the GameCube original a beloved classic while enhancing the visuals and quality of life features. The story follows Mario's quest to collect 7 crystal stars and unlock the mysterious 1000-Year Door, taking him through diverse locations from a wrestling arena to a luxury train and a haunted pirate island. What makes this game special is its theatrical presentation. Battles take place on a stage with a reactive audience that can help or hinder you, while the paper aesthetic creates unique gameplay mechanics where Mario folds into various forms to solve puzzles. The turn-based combat system remains engaging throughout thanks to action commands that require timing and button sequences for maximum effectiveness. Octopath Traveler 2 Perfects. Square Enix's HD 2D formula with 8 intertwining stories set in the world of Celestia, where each playable character has their own compelling narrative arc. The sequel improves on every aspect of the original. The day-night cycle now affects gameplay, with each character having different field actions depending on the time. The interconnections between stories are more substantial, and the multi-layered combat system adds even more strategic depth. The break and boost battle mechanics create a satisfying rhythm as you exploit enemy weaknesses to break their shields and then unleash powerful attacks by spending BP accumulated each turn.
Here I come. Allow me.
What's our plan of attack? My speed shall strike through!
This isn't over.
Dark Souls Remastered brings From Software's genre-defining action RPG to the Switch with a port that captures the punishing brilliance of the original while adding portability to the experience. Set in the decaying kingdom of Lordran, you play as the chosen undead tasked with ringing the bells of awakening and deciding the fate of this dying world. What makes Dark Souls a masterpiece is its interconnected world design. Areas loop back on themselves in surprising ways, revealing shortcuts that transform your understanding of the game's geography. The deliberate combat system emphasizes timing, stamina management, and learning enemy patterns rather than button mashing, creating intense encounters where even basic enemies can be deadly if approached carelessly. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild redefined what an open-world game could be, stripping away conventional design to create a truly emergent adventure. Link awakens after a 100-year slumber to find Hyrule in ruins, with Princess Zelda holding Calamity Ganon at bay in Hyrule Castle. What sets this game apart is its chemistry engine, where elements interact naturally. Fire spreads, metal conducts electricity, and objects react realistically to the environment. The climbing system allows you to scale virtually any surface, stamina permitting, meaning if you see a mountain in the distance, you can go there. Instead of traditional dungeons, the game features over 120 compact puzzle shrines and 4 divine beasts with unique mechanics. Super Mario Odyssey brings Nintendo's mustachioed hero to new heights with one of the most joyful 3D platformers ever created. After Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach for a forced wedding ceremony, Mario teams up with Cappy, a sentient hat whose sister was stolen to be Peach's tiara. The game's revolutionary capture mechanic allows Mario to possess various enemies and objects by throwing Cappy at them, gaining their unique abilities, from stretching as a Goomba tower to zipping through electrical wires or bouncing as a realistic T-Rex. Each of the game's kingdoms feels distinct, from the urban New Donk City to the food-themed Luncheon Kingdom, all filled with clever challenges and hidden power moons. With over 800 moons to collect, the game rewards both casual exploration and skillful platforming. Animal Crossing: New Horizons became a cultural phenomenon when it launched in March 2020, providing a much-needed escape during global lockdowns. The premise is simple. You move to a deserted island under Tom Nook's getaway package and gradually transform it into a thriving community. What makes New Horizons special is its real-time gameplay that mirrors your actual clock and calendar, with events, seasons, and activities changing throughout the year. The crafting system and terraforming tools give unprecedented creative control, allowing players to shape their island's landscape, design custom clothing, and decorate both indoors and outdoors with thousands of items. The game thrives on routine and small daily tasks that accumulate into significant progress over time. Catching bugs, fishing, fossil hunting, and interacting with your animal villagers, each with distinct personalities and homes. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom expands on Breath of the Wild's foundation, with revolutionary new abilities that transform gameplay. Set in the same Hyrule, but now featuring floating sky islands above and a vast underground realm below, the game begins with Link and Zelda accidentally releasing the ancient demon king Ganondorf. The game's defining feature is the Ultra Hand ability, allowing players to build complex contraptions by fusing objects together, from simple weapons to elaborate vehicles that can traverse land, sea, and air. Additional abilities include Fuse, combining items to create unique effects, Ascend, phasing through ceilings, and Recall, reversing object movement through time. These powers create unprecedented freedom in solving puzzles and navigating the expanded three-layered world. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe represents the pinnacle of Nintendo's long-running racing series, combining accessible gameplay with surprising depth. This enhanced port of the Wii U original includes all previously released DLC plus new battle modes and characters, creating the most content-rich Mario Kart experience ever. The anti-gravity racing that lets you drive on walls and ceilings transform track design possibilities, while the underwater and gliding sections add variety to each course. With 48 tracks in the base game, plus 48 more through the Booster Course Pass DLC, the sheer quantity of content is staggering, from reimagined classics to brand new circuits inspired by other Nintendo properties like Animal Crossing and Splatoon. The item system maintains the chaotic fun the series is known for, while including options to hold 2 items simultaneously. Unicorn Overlord brings Vanillaware's stunning art style to a grand tactical RPG that blends classic gameplay with innovative systems. You play as Alan, the exiled Prince of Cornea, on a mission to reclaim his kingdom from the Zenoran Empire by gathering allies across 5 distinct nations. What sets this game apart is its semi-automated combat system. You arrange your units into formations with front, middle, and rear positions, then watch them execute complex battle sequences based on their positioning and skills. This streamlines the tactical experience without sacrificing depth, allowing you to focus on strategic decisions rather than micromanagement. The Liberation system transforms the game from linear battles to a dynamic campaign where you choose which territories to free, each providing resources and recruitable characters with unique abilities and storylines.
I shall protect you! We strive together!
I trust you!
Go. Strike them!
Chained Echoes proves that a solo developer can create a JRPG experience that rivals genre giants, combining 16-bit nostalgia with modern game design sensibilities. Set in the war-torn continent of Valandis, you control a group of unlikely heroes drawn together by fate to prevent ancient weapons from being reawakened. What makes this game special is how it addresses common JRPG frustrations. There's no random encounters, no level grinding, and turn-based battles maintain excitement through the overdrive system, where managing a fluctuating gauge rewards strategic planning with powerful attacks or punishes recklessness with vulnerability. The mech combat segments offer a refreshing change of pace, while the reward board system provides meaningful progression without traditional experience points. Fire Emblem. Three Houses masterfully combines tactical combat with social simulation elements to create one of the most replayable RPGs on the Switch. As a professor at the prestigious Garreg Mach Monastery, you choose one of 3 student houses to lead: the noble Black Eagles, the chivalrous Blue Lions, or the scheming Golden Deer. The game unfolds in 2 distinct phases: the monastery exploration, where you teach students, build relationships, and customize their abilities, and the tactical grid-based battles where permadeath means lost characters stay gone forever. What makes Three Houses exceptional is how your teaching decisions have tangible effects on battle performance. Guiding a student towards a specific class or weapon specialty creates a personal connection to their development.
Fighting is what I do.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer. The mark of nobility. Greatness awaits me.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate lives up to its name as the most comprehensive crossover in gaming history, featuring 89 fighters with DLC from Nintendo's history and beyond, including unexpected third-party guests like Solid Snake, Cloud Strife, and Minecraft's Steve. The game's Everyone is Here approach brought back every fighter from previous entries while adding newcomers like Ridley and King K. Rool, long requested by fans. The accessible yet deeply technical fighting system allows casual players to have fun with simple inputs while providing competitive depth through advanced techniques. With 103 stages, over 900 music tracks, and countless items and assist trophies, the celebration of gaming history is unmatched. Metroid Dread represents the triumphant return of Samus Aran's 2D adventures after a 19-year hiatus, delivering a masterclass in atmosphere, level design, and precision gameplay. The game picks up after Fusion, with the Galactic Federation receiving mysterious footage suggesting the X-Parasites still exist on planet ZDR. When they send EMMI robots to investigate and lose contact, they dispatch Samus, who quickly finds herself stripped of her abilities and hunted by the now corrupted robots. The EMMI encounters encounters create genuine tension. These nearly indestructible machines patrol specific zones, forcing stealth and desperate escapes that contrast brilliantly with the exploration-focused gameplay. Samus's movement feels incredibly fluid with new abilities like the slide and dash melee that maintain momentum, making traversal a joy even before acquiring power-ups like the iconic Morph Ball. And there you have it, the top 30 Nintendo Switch games of all time. From genre-defining open worlds to meticulously crafted action adventures, these games showcase why the Switch has become one of Nintendo's most beloved consoles. Did your favorite make the list? Let me know in the comments what games you think deserved a spot, and what upcoming Switch titles might crack this countdown in the future. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Until next time,